Good evening, everybody. So basically, QuickBlocks is a bunch of APIs because we have created a number of apps, and we are still creating a number of mobile and web applications. And we have been bored with doing backends and server-side code every time again and again. So we decided to create a backend as a service platform, which all the developers could benefit from. So that's what QuickBlocks is about. So today we'll just touch on a few of our modules, which are map, chat, and location plus ratings. So QuickBlocks originally is about different modules, and originally it has been designed to provide APIs for smartphone apps. So we have modules like location, content, messages, chat, ratings, and users. We have found out then the APIs actually they work really great with web apps as well, like Facebook apps, HTML widgets. So let's go into kind of a bit of detail about that. So chat plus location. Again, originally we have created some smartphone apps using this functionality, and this is one of the typical case studies. There is an iPhone app, and you as developer, you want to build an app where your users could see each other over the Google Map or Bing Map. Also, you want to enable them to chat. So you need some kind of API, some backend to do that. And instead of writing your own, obviously you could just use some existing APIs, such as ours. So this works really well, obviously, and helps you to make your app more kind of lively, socially engaging, and bring some more entertainment and engagement into the app. We have, since after the smartphone kind of client-side case studies, we have done the WordPress widget. We have just released it just recently, like a week ago, and has already been downloaded like 500 times. So, and here's how developers or just blog owners just integrate it to their existing pages, websites. So it's simply kind of plug and play thing. So for Facebook developers, obviously we have adapted this for Facebook developers, and the whole API is available, so you could work directly with the API. But if you're lazy, you can download the existing code sample and just using this link, for example. This allows you to build a map allocation-based chat functionality very quickly. So you just reuse the existing code, you customize it, you build your Facebook app, or you put this into the tab. This link is useful for if you want to put the map chat functionality into any kind of page or Facebook app. This is a code generator, which you could use. And obviously we have created wiki pages and all descriptions about this, how to put the code into your app. Another great kind of example of functionality is in the ratings module combined with the location. So in this case, it's a perfumery brand, as you can see. It's really interesting to see this in motion. So you could just visit the app and see how the clustering works for the location markers and everything. In this case, the perfumery brand has been, so the digital agency has used the APIs, these APIs we provide, to create a Facebook app where users over UK could send kisses, which, it's kind of sent Valentine's Day. They could send kisses to other users, and once you send a kiss, your location is marked over the map. And obviously, you need some server side to do this. So either you have to create your own database, or again, you use existing API, which is provided. So if you play with this app, obviously you could see that there are users, and you could go in there, and you could also see how many kisses have been sent by each user. This is being done by the module of ratings, which the ratings API easily allows you to easily implement some kind of counters and store data about leaderboards, achievements of your users. Again, it might be useful for you if you do any kind of location-based apps. If you do, you could see how the clustering works in this example, and how the JavaScript, the client-side JavaScript works. So you could just download it, play with it. Another example is similar use case, but it's hello and smile, so everybody could send a Halloween smile to the other user. And there is also an admin panel. Obviously, you could manage your... so in addition to the APIs, you also get an admin panel where you could add your points of interest, track your users' locations and such. So it's quickblocks.com. So the idea, so here obviously we got different modules. There are other modules like video, messaging, chat, location ratings, users. And we are very interested to help you as Facebook developers to help you with the APIs and get your feedback in terms of how we can make your lives easier and provide new backends or new code samples and case studies. So it would be great if you could reach out to me. There are contact details out here in the next slide, and let you know what you think about this and what kind of APIs, backend solutions, admin panels you might need when you build your Facebook apps. So the developers page actually has all the code samples you can download and play with. There is widgets, there is a widget, there is location and location plus chat example and location plus rating example over there. You could also reach me over mobile, our support email. Obviously, our Get Satisfaction channel, you get the answers to your questions in a few hours. So, yeah. So thanks very much, guys, and any questions, feel free to ask.
Any questions from the audience? Do you want to take a couple?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
We have time for a couple of questions from the audience. If anyone has questions for Ross.
Or suggestions.
Just raise your hands. We have one over there. I just had one. If I understood it right, like the whole idea is that we don't have to write any of the code for these back-end services ourselves.
That's right.
Just calling your API. What is the, what language would be using to access your API? Do you provide like JavaScript examples or PHP examples, or what are they written in?
Yeah, it's JSON API, so you could access it straight from the JavaScript.
Okay.
At the same time, there are PHP and Ruby on Rails games, so you could also, if you do some backend yourself, you could also integrate easily.
Okay.
There are the code samples available on Git. So if you're interested, you could contribute, or you could download them, you could play with them. So we really appreciate any kind of feedback or input on the code samples you get.
And if I understood it right, you guys started as kind of like doing these for mobile applications, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And
so do all of these plugins work on mobile Facebook as well as just for a Facebook Canvas app, for example?
Some of the modules have a functionality which might work only for smartphones, such as push notifications, for example, for messages. So we got the messages module, which has different channels. you could choose a channel which is Apple push notifications, Windows Phone messaging, Android Cloud to device, but also you could do in-app alerts, which is useful for Facebook developers. So your app just pulls the message in this case, and if you want to be able to send messages to your Facebook users, web users, you could use that channel then.
Okay, great. Any other last questions?
All right, seems
All right,
it's all
big
clear.
thanks to Ross. Thank you.
Thank you.